everybody! Long time no see. Welcome to my closet! As much as I would like to be outside right now, we just got our first snow yesterday. And I love snow, but it's freezing, and I'm not going outside, so yeah. Welcome to my closet! Okay, so I just got back from the best anime con of my life. Only second best to last year's, which was the first best anime con of my life. Yeah. If any of you have ever been to an anime con, and if your experience was anything like mine, it will be one of the best times of your life. Seriously. I went up with about 5 of my friends, and we had 2 rooms, and after all of the otaku, and the cosplaying, and the raves, oh my god, raves. We just pile up to their room, set up my laptop, and watch Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann until like 2 in the morning. It was fantastic. Now the thing that I love best about the anime cons is the people. They're all just so happy to be there, having fun in the same place, and really that's the best kind of people that you can hang out with. Okay. Now, you probably heard enough about the anime con, but as with every event, there is some sort of tradition. And for me, it's a series of hats. Ridiculous hats. This is a ridiculous hat. It was made for me by a friend who I worked with in the theater, and she knitted it for me and got me started on knitting my own hats, which I do a lot. They're pretty ridiculous. I'll show you some sometime, but I give them away to all sorts of people, so it's kind of hard to track them down. We'll start at the beginning, because the beginning is a very good place to start. This was the first hat that I ever got and put into my hat collection. As I said, it was made by a friend for me, and it got me started on knitting. This is the second hat. Well, the first hat that I got on my own, with my own money and all that jazz. It's pretty casual, pretty spiffy, I like it a lot, nothing too ridiculous. Okay, hat number 2. It's a lot like hat number 1, kind of the same fit. I got it at a second-hand store, though, and I think it was customized, because this stuff along the brim, it came with that. Sure, that's nothing special. It's also got the skulls along the edge, and an embroidered blue skull on the top, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I like this hat, too. Well, now that I have demonstrated my immense love for hats, we get to the anime con part. I went to my first anime con 3 years ago, I think, so this has only been my 3rd one. But while I was there, my friend took me to the dealer's room, and I saw all these crazy hats that they had along the walls, and I just had to have one. And so, the best one we could find was this one, the Skull Bear. It's got the little things on the ears, and I was short of money by like $5. So my friend, she goes and lets me borrow $5 to get this amazing hat. And this started the tradition of every year getting a crazy hat at the anime con. My second year was a little bit different than the first, having the con move to the big city instead of having it be a local college thing anymore. So we say goodbye to my favorite Skull Bear hat and bring you this hat with the ears. Now that it's on my face. Okay, we haven't decided if it's a rabbit or a fox or whatever, but who cares? Ears are fun, and they just go everywhere, and it's nice and fleece, so it keeps my hair warm. Not that hair needs warming or anything. But yeah, on to the next hat. This is from my 3rd year, and it is the most fantastic hat I have ever been able to wear. It's got the long ears, and they actually go down into paw mittens to keep your hands warm. And it's the cutest thing I have ever seen. I actually had to steal it back from one of my friends because she commandeered it and held it captive and wore it every single day, but I was like, no, this is my awesome hat. I'm taking it back. So now I am in custody of the panda hat. But while at our 3rd anime con, I just had to splurge and buy the aviator hat. This is a really comfy hat. It's got flaps and snaps everywhere on it, and cool little buckles, and it goes perfectly with any sort of aviator or steampunk goggles that you have. But yeah, that's all my hats, aside from the ones that I actually knitted myself. I've done a Pokeball hat. Well, it's not actually finished yet, I'm still working on that one. A Zubat, a Spheal, a goat for one of my friends who really likes goats, and a Gru. Scariest hat you will ever find. But yeah, hat lovers and AnimeCon lovers of the world, unite! It's been fun talking to you, and I will see you all later. Cheerio.